Take 2. And we're live once again with the hostess, the mostess, the Lilith reincarnated. I'm all those great things and more. I don't want to do it again. What is it? The intro. Intro. Let me just get to the good stuff. In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I posted on my community page. I was in a deep meditation, total trance, and I saw these premonitions and visions of the future of science asking me how did I get to this place. Simplistically put, unconditional love is the answer. It's the most dumbest, I won't accept type answer, but it's the answer. Unconditional love, right? So that's it. How did you become like this? Unconditional love. How did you get to that state? A lot of understanding and forgiveness. Really? Yeah, that's how I got here. I teach you how to honor your heart and what it wants, right? By doing that, you're loving yourself. You're having love for yourself. You're appreciating yourself. You're honoring yourself. Doing what your heart says is love. You're acting from a place of love. You know what I mean? You're overcoming the conscious, which is fear, and you're using your heart, right? You're breaking it. So anyways, that was the whole conversation. And it's like, I had to do all kinds of reprogramming, you know what I mean, to get to a place of unconditional love. And that's why I'm in a, you know what I mean, that's what they say is about high vibrational people. We're in a place of unconditioning. Number 1, 2, and 3. We have taken off the conditionings of our understanding. We don't have conditions to how we love, how we show love, how we express love. Jesus is being hidden, and it's not cool. It's not cool because he taught us unconditional love. I mean, don't trust him. He's not hidden by no means. But for my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and that pissed me off too. Fucking guy. I made a video earlier, and we were talking about having to, you know what I mean, release yourself of the material world to get to the state of where I am, the state of being. I'm still a human being, so says my biological body, but I don't operate in the same functioning. So you would say I'm alien. Alien. Goes back to the book I was reading out of. Anyways, so I said something, and I was like, in the beginning, I was like, we're asking for trouble. Why are we asking for trouble? Because we're asking for guidance of our life. By that, you're asking for self-reflection. You're asking to see beyond the veil about yourself. And so what it is it's like I posted, we're going to do all 12 signs. I need the signs. I don't know them. For real? Not like memorize. No, not at all. It would take me a while to work through them. We could get them all. We might repeat a couple. Anyways, we're going to do an all signs love reading. Where you are in the love department. Not who's loving you and who's not loving you, but where you need to work on in the love department, dude. Because that's what it's all about, is being unconditional and loving. About your loving. Being an expression of God, right? So my mind's telling me no, which means I can't do this. And so as me, as the top level twin flame, the only one to do the damn thing, that's how I got here. I had to fight all restrictions and conditionings of my pride and, you know what I mean, programming to love an individual that I felt was unlovable. Or I just could not love, if you will. They vary in shapes and sizes with all of my twin flames. So all of these guys, which are just past life lovers, like, I'm not going to love you. I can't love you. I can't love you, but I still have to love you. And that's breaking the conditions. And as you break the conditions of your mind, the ego deaths, you're walking in a state of unconditional love. And that's what scares the shit out of people. I've been trying to, like, the highest level of love. I'm like the highest level of love. And what is love? Truth. God's love is shown by his truth. The truth shall set you free. Hey, you don't get no bacon. You better take it easy, doggy dog. Anyways, so we're going to see where you guys are in your love department, meaning where you need to be, and that's what I'm going to try to help you with. I'm not helping you with your dating situation. I'm helping you with your mentality, your emotions, or how you're taking actions in this, and what you know what I mean, just some baby steps into how you can, you know, get to the next level of learning how to love another person and yourself. It comes with a lot of, you know, understanding and forgiveness. You have to look back in your past and understand and forgive it. Otherwise, you keep thinking that people in the future are going to do the same thing. Here's a great example. This is a great example. I was thinking about it outside. I was laughing. I was like, where is she at? I was telling Morgan about these cool little... I shared this thing in my community page. And it's all of these cool work positions where you can be like helpmates, right? So you get like free room and board and do like, you know, we'll say community service for somebody, right? And I was talking about it, and she's like, yeah, dude, but there's a lot of these stories where, like, you know, people get killed. They like go to trim weed or something. They go to work, do some kind of migrant work. And I was like, you know, like gypsy work? And they're like, yeah, bro. And then you never hear from them again. Like, yeah, these are very true stories, bro. These are very true stories. Can you not put that into our reality, though? Can you not be putting fucking something you saw on TV into our possible reality? You done tainted it, dude. You stuck your dirty finger, your dirty thoughts, all in my idea. I can't work with this. I can't work with this. You're gonna you see this as that? That's not what I'm trying to show you. Check out this dude. He's got 47 acres. He's trying to build a homestead. He's a cool single dad. He's looking for people to help him build his little dream. He's giving you, you know what I mean? He says you can fucking load up right there, be 420 friendly, and understand he's going through a healing journey. This sounds great. You're over there thinking we're going to get robbed and raped and fucking cut up and chopped up. The hills have eyes. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Hey, have you guys seen that movie? Holy shit, don't put these images in your head. You can never unsee that. Those are going to haunt me for life. Yeah, obviously. I'm trying to take you on an adventure. You're over here thinking that we're going to... This is a terrible movie, bro. That is a terrible movie. That's what I mean. You're projecting something you saw on TV into my fucking possible fucking reality. Now you're making me scared. Don't make me scared. He has horses, bro. Wild horses. I never rode a horse in this life. He's a single father of 3 girls. This is all good. He has to be caring and loving to his women. Come on! Unless we get there and he's a fucking child molester himself. Dude, is she gonna sit there like that the whole time on her back legs? It's so sad. She's sitting there like, give me a piece of bacon.
I'm putting it in my...
Sorry.
My mashed potatoes.
And her mashed potatoes. Potatoes. Alright, so anyways, we're gonna see what's up with your love life and how you need to learn how to love. How to love. I mean, it's a lot of rude programming. You're like, no, I can't love that person. Oh, God, my Holy Spirits are never going to let this down. I was like, maybe there's something wrong with me because I never slept with a black person, right? Maybe there's something wrong with me. It wasn't just a preference and stuff like that. It's not that I didn't find them beautiful. Maybe it was a fear. Maybe it was something. Then here comes the memory. Nah, you was in bed with a black dude before. I hate you, Holy Spirit. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I swear. And that's... My life is a lie. Just kidding. In the essence, it's like, nah, dude, no, I can't love a dude like this. Dude, I can't love this dude. No way, dude. No way, dude. No way, dude. And that's where it be. You just be like, you can't control it. It's called unconditional love. You have to give this love without conditions. Otherwise, it will destroy you. Dude, how'd that happen? Fucking twin flames, bro. This is unbearable. I remember crying. I did spell work, cord cutting removals. I tried to sell myself. I mean, I spent a lot of time in spiritual court trying to ask for forgiveness and break the bonds of time. Are you serious? Yeah, bro. I mean, in essence, all I wanted was Bobby and fucking Russ to get out of my reality for like ever. Like forever. Just let them go away for like ever, right? Lilith was asking Adam and Lucifer to go away from her timeline. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We're not gonna do it. Can you do anything? Yeah, let's put you in another hellish timeline. You wanna play Persephone and Hades? Oh, yeah. No, I don't. He's Uncle Nasty. He really turned out to be Uncle Nasty, too. You nasty. You nasty. You probably chew your toenails, too. While you're sitting there masturbating in a fucking meditational pose, trying to clear your chakras. Ew! Please don't make me. I had to learn to love the most disgusting human beings. I was gonna marry Marshall Mathers, by the way.
Wait, what?
I believe, and that's where it is. It's like there's got to be no limits to you, to where you can love fully and receive love. That's how you get here. What I get in return, the universe loves the shit out of me. I love the shit out of me. If you could go, we will. I have a whole documentary of like thousands of videos of this crazy journey of how to love. And that's what I heard Lil Wayne. I was like, get out my face, Lil Wayne. That's all I've been learning for like 3 years. Really? Yeah, it's fucking horrendous. That's why I got all these twin flames. It's about to be Friday. I feel like we're gonna get triggered in this video. Why? I mean, I don't know. You're asking about your love life. That's triggering. Alright, well, let's start with Hades and the Aries. Hey, I wanted to say that all Aries were assholes. Not all Aries are assholes. They're just don't know who they are, I suppose. I don't know. Why? Because I had a twin flame Aries that popped up into my provision, and I remembered he wasn't an asshole. What was he? I don't know. A man, like all the rest of them. I have yet to see anything else in mankind. Alright, let's see what's going on with Aries. What's holding them back from fucking loving another? It's not them loving you, it's that you're not letting people love you, losers. Oh. Okay, you're at a Four of Swords, huh? A standstill? That means your love life is not moving. You're in your mind about it, huh? Okay, hey, get out of my way, Mr. King of Wands. That would be an Aries. Could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Do I sound like a tarot reader yet? Yeah, not never. Never. You could never be me either. You're like, oh, I want to do a love healing reading. You can't, because you can't heal your own love problems. Your love lives are all fucked off. Nobody wants to hear about your love lives. You have had a traumatic time, but this card indicates a period of calm, a stepping back during which you should recharge your physical and mental strength, reassess your priorities before returning to the fray. Yeah, bro. I get knocked down. They're going to make me love someone else again. That's what it is, to be an expression of God's love. With everybody. Well, that's what he made me for, as the Lilith. And I didn't give no love for nobody. Who can love you like nobody? And I'm not going to give it to you either. Get out my face. That's kind of the rebellion. God made me to love. He really did. I was supposed to love his children. Uh-huh. Well, I'm here to do it. Sort of. The evil stepmother. I mean, I'm not. Kind of. I have an attitude about this. If you don't tell your fucking kids to wash their motherfucking ass, did you raise these kids like this? Whose kids are these? These aren't my... Fine. Let's talk about shit. Let me raise these kids. Let me take a bath. You're a spiritual lunatic. At least I'm spiritually crazy. You guys are just lunatics. Anyways, you've had a traumatic time, and that's me. I am... these twin flames, bro, they could be coming around the mountain when they come. They're saying, I don't know. Again, there was always this faint, hopeful idea that it would send me someone outside the twin flame journey. Why? Because I felt like I was going to outgrow them eventually. I'm bigger than life. Damn it, why am I still trapped in this shit? It's not really working. Why? I don't know. Whether this card, it's a promise. I'm not supposed to leave without him. I'm about to leave you, bitch ass. Whether... Yeah. Oh, God, Russ. Die, motherfucker. Ugh, I made a promise to bring him back to God. This is such an annoying promise, bro. Dude, he doesn't listen, God. Go love him. Come on, God. Nobody loves this guy. This guy is impossible to love. Do you know what happens when you try to give him something like love? He starts acting crazy. Did you see what he did in Toronto? I'm never gonna live this down. Every little step you take, we will be... Sorry, we're stuck together. Anyways, whether this card relates to illness or work stress, quarrels, or relationship breakdown, you need to take this breathing space, so don't try to fill it with any activities or make any important decisions at this time. I'm making no important decisions at this time. Why? Because God hasn't decided what the fuck to do with me. Or, you know, we talked about that earlier in the time card. the time. I'm just, you know, enjoying life. What does that mean? Just be grateful. Have, bitches. Don't fill it with all kinds of shit. This card comes with a warning that should for you. Who are we talking about? Aries. Oh yeah, you guys. Stop. Take a breath. Take a breath, bro. Like, just chill. Chill, dude. Wait for God's signal and what's best for you. You guys be trying to jump. I mean, I don't want to say that you're... If I'm talking to Hades, bro, all you do is jump to the next... You're a flea hopper. You're a flea bag, bro. For reals, bro. For reals, you're like a bed bug, bro. That's what you is, bro. You, like, travel to another bed and another girl, another situation, then you travel... You're like a bed bug, bro. For real.
Bed bug. You want some?
It's such a burn. No, I don't want no bacon. Don't wave that in front of the dog. The Four of Swords reverse indicates an enforced seclusion rather than a voluntary one. This might be an exclusion from a social group that you were once part of, the end of a relationship, an illness, or even imprisonment. Ooh. Well, God told me not to be doing no shit. I'm not really supposed to be doing no shit. I felt it today. I told them, I was like, I don't feel it, bro. I'm not grounded. Something doesn't feel right. I don't feel like I'm supposed to be handling anything today. Really? Really? What'd you handle today? Pretty much nothing. I don't know what I did today. It's been a long ass day. What did you do today? I don't know. Look at the videos. They'll tell all my shit. Alright, so what about you guys? You have to chill. It's a lockdown. You have to sit there and like have those come to God moments. Not about your relationship. Don't sit there. I mean, perhaps you do. Question the whole situation. If you just came out of a relationship, then you should be questioning. Alright, what did I get out of this? What was I hoping to get out of this? Why did I want that? Was this person capable of giving me that? What did I learn I don't want to deal with anymore? What am I willing to accept and not accept? Am I ready to go do this again? I think you're not. I think you just need to take a chill. There's certain cards that are super chill cards. This is like, you know what I mean? The High Priestess, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Cups. There's another one that I can't think of right now. But that's really what it is where you need to just chill, bro. And probably so. As we're talking about this, that's why I said we were asking for trouble. Venus is in the sky, whether you believe it or not. The morning star is up there. And she's already going to start pulling on your heartstrings, and that's what brings Friday fucking mayhem. The planet Venus rules Friday, right? So it pushes your heart. And if you're, you know what I mean, it pushes it'll make you feel all loving, but then it'll push you, you know, real high to push you real low. It fills it all up, only for all that darkness shit to, you know, it's like shaking a bottle. And all the dark shit on the bottom comes to the top. It happens all the time. We're already stepping into it from Thursday into Friday. And we've got a 10-day energy coming. I think they're saying Sunday. Between Sunday and Monday, the energy changes again. Something like that. For this time, though, guys, in your love life, you just need to take a chill and recover from what you've been through and just kind of count your blessings and, you know what I mean, take stock of what you learned. Relationships are just learning experiences. Every single one, I don't care, maybe men not, and that's something you guys need to really evaluate in your own little perspectives. But every time a woman goes for a relationship, she's going for gold, bro. She wants this to work. She wants this to be like, you know, a fairy tale. In the back of her mind and her subconscious, she's hoping that, and she's working towards that. I'm not sure if you guys are working towards the same thing and you're really just working towards an orgasm and, you know what I mean, a fucking body count on the wall or something. I'm not really sure, but you need to look at your motives, people. And women, it's not wrong to feel that way, but you have to understand that you can't have that feeling for everyone. Not everyone can be what you want. You can't formulate them into it. And you can't lower your standards to just make them, you know, sit that spot. Oh yeah, I could put a tux on you. I could call you hubby. You could, but is he going to be a hubby? And is he going to live up to that tux? Or you're going to have to snap out, you know, always tie his tie for him. Tuck in his shirt and fucking, you know what I mean, brush his teeth. I'm just saying. So take some time, Aries. Take some time. To make this legit, actually, I feel like it's not legit if I don't put the card in there. That's eliminating that, because I saw that last time in our last love reading, that we got the same messages for like 3 signs. It was like Gemini, Sagittarius, and I don't know what the other sign was. And sometimes that's how you can see collective energy. We're all in a collective state of mind, state of being, reality, or healing, as levels to healing. So that's where you guys are on. Fucked around and got locked out. Alright, let's see. What's up, Taurus? Ooh, you're manifesting some greatness, huh? You're brewing goodness? You're brewing goodness? Or God's brewing goodness for you? I mean, you guys are naturally loving beings, so I think that it's just up to you if you want to love. They always say that the Taurus is hard-headed. Pentacles is dealing with your reality, so you're already past your mind and you're past your willpower and you're putting action. Reality is always about, what kind of actions you are taking when we're talking about your pentacles. All princesses are new beginnings, is what I can say right again. Oh, it said it's literally at the beginning. Let me show you. All princesses represent new beginnings. So, you're out there, you're going there, all bullheaded, huh? It's no exception. Her appearance is helpful and benign, advising you to take the lessons of the past and the teaching of the ancestors in order to plan your future. If we're talking about love, that's exactly, you've already stepped past Aries. You already sat and wandered what was, put all that together. Sorry. You already looked into the past and you looked into, what people have said. You got a little wisdom from that last one and you're about to go out in there. Alright, study is indicated by this card. So it could mean college courses or evening. I'm not going to even say that. I don't know. In the essence, though, if we're talking about really opening yourself up to love, there are a lot of self-help books. And understanding how to be more loving. I believe my understanding is Taurus is a little bit over-loving, so you guys might be on the extra giving side. And as I'm saying this, I feel like some boundary settings could also be something that you're looking towards. You might be those ones that are like me, that are like, I'm gonna love you, and you're just a little too much too much. You're like running at them with, a whole fucking proposal and shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am too, as the Sagittarius over here with my fucking flowers and shit, and my whole wedding dress and my fucking lingerie, and I'm ready to do this thing. But in the essence, I have, I'm not going to just shower you with love just because you're the first that they put out on the stand. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful with that. Selective, I think, is something we're talking about here. And that's just, tuning yourself into more of what you want and less of what you don't want. Recognizing how you keep getting what you don't want. And perhaps what you don't want just happens to come in the package of what you do want. So you need to change what you want. In essence, you know what I mean? If you like a particular type of guy, he dresses a particular type of way, he comes from a particular type of lifestyle. But you don't like the lifestyle, but you like the dress up. Hold up, swole up. You're not going to get a gangster without a gangster. Unless you get a rapper. It was good. I'm just saying. You need to, maybe take some studies on this. Let's see. The reverse princess brings disappointments, delays, blockages. It could relate to money issues, jobs, college applications, problems with purchases, unsatisfactory inheritance, poor exams, failed of business. It could be a person in your life, or maybe you. He or she are lazy. Is this you, Taurus? They may have plenty of big ideas, big head, all bullheaded, and never actually get them going. They don't seem to understand why they should have to work for a living. I've known someone like that. My ex-husband used to not understand the reason of living. Like, why do I have to do this? Why? Why do I have to get up every morning? Why? Why? Because there's a purpose. People need to see your face. They need your helping hands. They need your smile. They need your wit, and they need your wisdom. They need your charisma. You are a useful human being, and we need you to be part of this world. That's why we need you to get up and go to work every day. Your family, your pocket needs, you need that independence. You need that money. You need that freedom. You need that position in this world. It doesn't have to be a mighty position. You are mighty just taking a position as a buzzing, working bee. Got it? That could be holding your love life back. If you're a lazy person that's, you know what I mean, not about nothing, nobody wants to date a person that's not about nothing. If this is your partner or you, don't expect them to put much effort into a relationship. They will wait to be looked after and subsidized. However, he or she could be obsessive. Ew. Yeah, I get that because they said that about you. They kind of called your card, huh, fuckheads? What do you gotta do? You need to do some soul searching. You need to put up some boundaries. You need to work on limiting yourself and really kind of distinguish what you're looking for. Not even, you can't even, dude, in all of this, I can't even tell you what the fuck I want. I can tell you what I don't want. So start with the process of elimination. Stop accepting things you don't want. And that starts building a standard and boundaries and, you know what I mean, different opportunities. I don't want a guy that does this, okay? On page 1, 2, 3, full alignment. Then you're going to have to, you know, a chick that's into this type of shit. Then stop accepting shit that you don't like. They're called red flags. You're like, oh, I'll accept this just to get that. Tit for tat. No, come on, guys. Don't sell yourself short. Got it? Get it? Move on. Jeez. This is why, I don't know why you guys do these. These could take forever. Or I take forever doing everything. Alright, Gemini, you freaking two-faced mother. No, just kidding. What does that mean? Extreme. In the essence, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, there's two sides to this person. You know what I mean? Not to fear of good and evil, but just duality. There's duality to this person. It's not, you know what I mean, singular. It's duality. What do you got? What are you guys dealing with? Oh, you're being all Empress mode, huh? You're being all loving and receiving. This is the best you can be next to nothing. I mean, the Queen of Cups is cool and all. This is the highest level of love. The next one would be the Emperor, which is taking action in that love. But giving and receiving is how it really comes down to. Who are we talking about? Gemini? Get it? Get it? It's hard to be fully, you know what I mean, giving about your love, your time, your energy, your finances, your attention, you know? People want to talk to you like, I don't want to talk to you. People want to, you know what I mean, spend time with you. People want to, you know, it's hard to be giving of all of that and receiving. And that's what this is about, is being in a place of giving and receiving. Let's see here. This card speaks of wisdom and recognizing that all cycles of life are equally valid, that all things have their season. This involves recognizing a time to act and a time to wait patiently for things to mature. And that's where it is. It's like, you know, you're in a giving and a receiving. You're not pushing. You're not chasing. You're not moving. You're just giving and receiving. Which, I want to point out, I'm about to do that right now. They had some, I'll show you. There's these baby bunnies that are on my walk to the gas station to go get cigarettes. I have one cigarette left, and I knew I was going to do it after this reading. And I saw that they had this dirty fucking big old thing of, I think it's spinach, some kind of fucking greens. And they had organic baby squash, and I'm going to go take them and put them in the bushes where I see them. How many are there? Like 4 or 5. I have a picture of them. I see them every day I go to get a pack of cigarettes. So I'm going to go give to them. And that's it. Giving and receiving. I think they're just cute. I just want to feed them. They're cute. They're so tiny. They'll grow real fast, but they're like as big as your hand. They're so cute. Really? Yeah. And that's me. It's like, I'm just giving and receiving. What else am I supposed to be doing here? I'm not chasing. I'm not contemplating. I'm not collaborating. I'm not, you know what I mean, trying to manifest no shit. I'm just, you know, and that's just it. I'm in the waning stage. I'm just letting shit fall into place. And that's a good place to be, whoever you are. Now, if you're on the opposite of this, you are having relationship problems and you must look at your own behavior. You may be unreasonably possessive, not allowing your loved ones to change and grow through fear of losing them. You're being controlling, possessive, paranoid, fearful of their independence. You're afraid. I've been there as a domestic violence. It's funny to say. But you're always walking on eggshells and you're afraid, as much as you hate them, you're afraid of losing them. It's a really sick thing. It's total brainwash, fucking, you know what I mean? You're doing anything to keep them pleased and avoid the fact of losing them because you're dependent on them. It's an absolute sickening codependency thing. And in essence, it's like, I don't want him to go there because then he's going to do this, and then this might end up like this. And that's what it means about being controlling and manipulative. You're trying to control situations and manipulate the outcomes. I used to do it in all kinds of texts and contexts. I would avoid places where there was alcohol. Anybody would invite him to have a drink. I did it with my son, too. Why? Because I didn't want to deal with what came after, so I would avoid places where alcohol was being served. I would avoid, you know what I mean? I would try to manipulate the outcome of things so that things didn't turn out bad. Or in the other instance, you know what I mean, be over-pleasing. So, you know what I mean? No, don't go with them, just stay with me, because I didn't want them to, you know what I mean? I never knew who they would be when they came back. So I would be, you know, yeah, let me say it again. Unreasonably possessive, not allowing your loved ones to change and grow through fear of losing them. Depending on, and that's it too, if he leaves, if they go out, he's gonna be fucking around on me. He's gonna be fucking bitches. He's gonna be fucking bitches. It's not them that's making him do it. He's using them as a scapegoat to get out, to do it. It has nothing to do with them. Depending on the surrounding cards, the Lady Reverse can indicate problems with your fertility. As soon as I saw that real intimate, you know, you're not getting off moment. You don't feel it. It's a passion. It's not just a sensation. And that's why men can masturbate but still want sex. They can get the sensation, but they don't get the passion. And that's where it is like you can rub yourself and have an experience, but there's no passion in that. You lack passion. Same thing if you're rubbing your body up against somebody that's not making your body feel good, not making your heart feel good. And then there's people that you can look them in the eyes and kiss them and hold them, and you're like literally creaming your panties, just sitting on their lap. Like, this is the most sexy thing ever. There's a difference between passion. You can create an orgasm. There's lots of toys and mechanisms and, you know, all these self-made ways to get yourself to an orgasm. But that's not passion. That's not love. That's not intimacy. And that's the opposite of this. Again, as a sexual abuse, fucking, and domestic violence survivor, I am all about that. You know, let me just get you off because that's all you want. It's not about passion. It's about control. It's about you want this feeling and you'll do anything to have it, so I might as well just do it to get you off. Deal with that in whatever way that resonates for you. Did I break your heart? Triggering, right? Ugh, I had to go through all this shit. Anyways, Geminis, yeah. Either you're super duper loving or you need to look at your behaviors. Why? Because you're probably loving the wrong person. Truthfully, yeah. Marshall made lots of songs about these kind of behaviors. Fearful behaviors of being possessive and controlling. You know what I mean? What happens? You're afraid of losing them. So you go to all extremes in your mind. Then put some drugs and alcohol in it. And you watch how other women act, and you start getting really fearful that your woman's doing these things. That all women act like this. And that you're not there to fucking stop her from doing shit like this when you're not home. And that's the same thoughts that women are having at home while you're out there and these bitches are throwing their fucking panties on the stage. They will give it to you right now, dude. They will lay down on the stage and let you devour them. And feel fucking... I don't know. That's very... You gotta think about it, bro. They'll do it. Without a second thought. Shame their family, their ancestors, the whole fucking crowd. Why? Because they have no control over the love they have for you. Is that you, Gemini? Jesus Christ. You know who my Gemini is? As we're saying all this creepy shit? Allie. What if I told you that I love you? Are you just a little bit possessive there, Allie, with those songs? A little bit stalker? What if I told you that I missed you? I'm sorry, I'm being an asshole. Cancer, you guys are scary too. You scare the shit out of me. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Controlling. You guys are all in the same boat. Come on. You scare me. We go through all of these signs. You're like, who are you gonna date? Myself. I'm married to God and my religion. Come on, Cancers. Who's my Cancer? Fucking Royce, bro. Royce is all about his wife. This is my wife. I love my wife. I love my wife. I love my wife. Kobe. What's Kobe? He said something about September. August, September. What is your birthday, Kobe? Shit. Doesn't really matter. You don't have to suffer from this shit. Alright, you guys. This is unbelievable. Alright, this card indicates a controlling and possessive relationship in which one partner withholds affection or money from the other. Jeez, dude, did I speak this into your life, or is this really your life? I've already been through your life, bro. I had many lives. Many lives. Alright, this card indicates a controlling and possessive relationship in which one partner withholds affection or money from the other, or seeks to dictate their every action. I told you. He held, and so I tried to dictate their every action. From outside, it may look like this couple has everything, but in reality, the relationship is claustrophobic and miserable. Talking about Royce and his wife, bro. Controlling and possessive. He withholds all the affection and money from her, or vice versa, and seeks to dictate their every move. And that's it. You gotta talk to my wife. My wife is my manager. Alright, fucking Snoop Dogg. You don't do nothing without my say-so, bitch. Okay, you can't make decisions. Oh man, I told you this is gonna be triggering. None of us are getting married after this. Sorry, I'm sorry. Alternatively, it can mean that you're unwilling to let go of old issues and emotional baggage, clinging on to them as if they were trophies at the expense of your emotional, spiritual, and physical health. Yeah, the guilt of cheating on her is keeping him, pinned down and all this good shit. Don't be that guy. Jesus Christ. Alternatively, on the positive note, another aspect of your life might be released from its restriction and control, and you may be leaving a domineering relationship. That's what you need to do. This is a liberating experience, and you will feel as though a great burden has been lifted. Alright, Cancers, you guys are in some fucking nasties. Which means you can't say this isn't you. Either you just burned a relationship or you're in a burning relationship. Hey, do you guys know a Cancer? Who's my Cancer? Oh. Sorry. That wasn't funny. Do you have another one? I mean, if we could find another one, we could judge their relationship according to the cards and find out it's true. They look like they got it all together on the outside, right? Ugh, their relationship is claustrophobic. Get off me. They never leave each other. They're like, because he ain't got a job, and he ain't got shit to do. And she ain't got a job, and she ain't got shit to do. You guys are some not doing shit motherfuckers at the expense of your emotional, spiritual, and physical health. If this is you, Cancer, what is the cure for you? You need to leave, bro. On the double, bro. Go get some new if that's it. You're that person that needs to go to Vegas and act a fool or something. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I feel like you're like me. Like, you're locked in like a domestic violence relationship. You're like in love with your, what do they call that? Stockholm Syndrome. You're like in deep, dark, nasty-ass karma. Codependent-ass relationship with some people's. Hey, everybody that's been there say, aye, Captain. I mean, if we had a support group, we'd all be like, damn, been there. And then what would be interesting is how we could tell you how it was our fucking third through fifth, or however many it took us, because we haven't learned our lesson yet. It started on the third. Anyways, yeah. Ooh, cure for cancer is what they call that. Guys, come on now. This is nasty. You hate change and insist on having everything your own way, keeping everyone and everything around you under control, unwilling to listen to opinions of others. Perhaps you think of people as possessions. Ew. That's a scary person for a freedom searcher like me. Cancer, work on yourself, bro. You need to heal that, bro. You need to heal that. Where does that come from? Oh, man. That kind of clinginess, bro, that comes from rejection, bro. You're trying to avoid rejection, so you're being very controlling, bro. Ew. Ew. That was nasty. Yeah, I don't want to hang out with no cancers. Alright, let's see what's going on with the Leos. Isn't it about to be Leo? Leo, you have the power to be great. I don't know what you are, though. What you is or what you ain't. Let's see. What's going on with Leos? Oh, no! You heard me shuffle the Leffelgus. You heard me, bro. I put it at the bottom of the deck and shuffled a lot. You want me to... you want to pretend this isn't you, too? Are you this controlling asshole? Are you guys all up in this shit? You guys are all in... You know, not... I mean... Okay. Okay. Well, then the message for you goes the same. Anything else? Oh, no, bro. No. You gotta take an L. No. No! You have to let this die, dickheads. Walk away. Walk away. Leo, walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Walk a flock of flame. What the fuck, fuckheads? It means no. Stop grieving. Go. Move. Get out of the way. Move, bitch. Get out the... See, nobody wants to take love advice from Lilith. I'm always going to tell you to leave that motherfucker. Oh, God. How did we go from fucking possessive to obsessive? You are obsessing over a loss and refusing to move on. Although the card shows a woman mourning a death, it can also be a failed relationship. You're having sex with a corpse. You're just sitting there just hoping that this relationship's going to come back to life. If you just give it the right... God, why'd you let me do this? I am so not like that. We are not like... I'm sorry, I'm making fun of your love life like a mother... I make fun of your life, bro. They do. We do. Come on. It's doo-doo right here. This is bad. Sucks to be you. What's my love life? I mean, it's very inactive. There's somebody stalking me, like always trying to marry me and shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. They just don't have it in them. Anyways, your pain is raw and real, and you are not. If you're not careful, you cut the risk of cutting yourself off from life and the people you still have. Ew. Yeah, nobody wants to deal with someone with necromancy problems, meaning you're stuck in dead-end jobs, dead-end relationships. Hold on to this pain and it will damage you mentally and physically and risk destroying your relationship with friends and family. Yeah, they told you that this person was bad for you. Reverse meaning. It's like picking up a guy, like... That's like dating a fucking bartender, bro. Meaning, yeah, it's all fun at night, but then when you're drinking with him during the day, all day, every day, it's like, damn, bro, you probably shouldn't have been dating a bartender. I fell in love. Come on, Holy Spirit. Alright, for the rest of you, you are beginning to come to terms with it. You've spent enough time grieving and have emerged stronger, and though the bitter memories are still there, you feel ready to embrace life again and look at the future. Take heart, new opportunities and relationships are out there for you. Hey, bro, when I finally broke free, I didn't have heart to even do it again. I'm like, it was the death of me, and it was the death of, you know, my whole idea of relationships. So take heart, there are new relationships. Not if you're willing to accept more challenges. If you're willing to get out there again and love again. But if you're willing to go out there and only, you know, put all these conditions onto what you want, which is sex, money, food, you know, you want a Netflix and chill type dude, then that's all you're going to get. If you tell the universe you just want a friend with benefits, then that friend is going to be limited to how beneficial he can be in your life. Know that. Be honest, dude. Be true and honest. We all need to be more true and honest in our heart and only accept what we truly and honestly want. Or at least what we don't want. Reject what we don't want. There you go, Leo. You got a two-parter on that one. You got two fists up the ass. So the tower. I hope that's not for you, Virgo. Alright, Virgos. What's your deal? I don't know. You guys are fucking perfectionists and shit. I have heard so much about Virgos. Morgan's a Virgo, I think. That's what she said. Do I know a Virgo? I did. I have, like, I think Tree was a Virgo. I think. Maybe he was a Leo. I know fucking Amizi was a Virgo. But that don't mean shit. That dude burnt me for like $200 on some fucking smoky shit, bro. I guess, you know, when I look back at it, it's like, what did you expect? He was doing fucking features with fucking no-name artists. Fair enough. That's pretty ugly to say to him, but it's true. And I put him on a badass song. That shit was tight as fuck. Was it? Yep. Alright, let's see, Virgos, where you at? Oh. You're seeing this, you're seeing the light in your situation, huh? There's hope. You have hope. There's hope on the horizon. Let's see. Well, you've been through it. You're on the other side of it, whatever it was. What was it? You want to talk about it? No, I just made it alive. I don't want to talk about any of that shit. That's the hope. That's that star card. Hey, speaking of which, go outside and see if you could see some stars flying. There's supposed to be a cosmic event tonight. The Palladium fucking some shit. Really? Yeah, try to catch it. I don't know. They said you could see it. Really? Yeah, go outside and see some shit. I don't know, shooting stars, cosmic something. Here we go. So, after the lightning strike of the tower, which we faced this morning, did you go through your tower? And it ripped through the remaining illusions? Now a star appears as guiding light, illuminating the pathway of higher conscious and ecstasy of spirit. The star brings hope. It's a card of liberation and freedom, symbolized by the nakedness of the goddess. You might be those people that broke out of a relationship too. And shows that there's nothing to hide. And that's it. Her renewing waters wash away the bitterness and pretense. You may have been through emotional storms, but the star brings you release and a promise of healing. Though any change will not be immediate, have faith and courage that it will come. That's what happens after you blow through a tower. Let's see. On the other side, your spiritual path seems to be blocked. You feel discouraged and you give yourself up to negative thoughts. Well, we talked about that in our earlier video about the limiting thoughts. This is never going to happen. I'm not good enough. You have a lot of self-worth to deal with. You have to reestablish yourself. Nobody's going to tell you you're worthy. You need to accept that you are worthy. You need a lot of the understandings of Christ that you were created with great purpose and you are worthy of great things. You will have to work as everyone does, but there's no one denying you but your own belief of what you are or aren't. Nobody said you can't have something. These are negative thoughts saying that this isn't going to work. It can work if you put in the work. And if it wasn't meant to work, at least you know that you know what it takes to make it work. It just didn't work with this particular person, place, or thing. This is a test, a temporary plateau that is actually an important stage of your development. You're still clinging on to things, ideas, or people you need to let go of, emotionally or literally. Well, again, you still have your loose strings attached. Meaning you have a secret lover, you have that booty call you still be calling and shit. You have this fantasy that so-and-so is going to reach out one day. Have you played that out in your head? If that person actually reached out to you, what was going to happen? Does that sound real? Or you're just really just making shit up in your head? Like that person's really going to say that to you, or you just hope that person will say that to you? Come on, guys. Like one day he's going to call and he's going to apologize for everything. Has he ever apologized to anyone for anything? Oh, but he's going to do that with you. Why you? Because he loves you? Yeah, he does. But he also loves his mom and never apologized to her. He loves his children but never apologized to them. He loves his fucking community but never apologized to them. It's not about love. It's about pride. He's going to do the right thing, yes. But not while you're waiting there. You need to do the right thing while they do the right thing. Whoever I'm talking to. And that goes to this chick, too, that you might be attached to. You have to understand, guys, if you're dealing with relationship problems with women, it's because they're in distorted masculine energy. They're acting foolish. They're not giving you the love you want, and they're not accepting your love. That means they're in the masculine energy. So when I say he, we're talking about it could be a man or a woman. And I teach you that boundary right away. I'm a beautiful woman that is in a masculine energy. I don't dress like a dude. I could. On those manly jobs, yeah, I'm not coming. I've got my steel toes and shit. I got my little fucking reflector jacket and shit. Breaking my fucking nails and shit. But anyways, you have to understand that if you're having relationship issues with a woman, you have to understand you're dealing with a mentality with this woman. She's manning up on you. Or she's not manning up. Meaning she's not doing what you think she should be doing. She's not acting how you think she should be acting. These are divine masculine traits. Doing and acting is that of the masculine. Is she showing you her heart? And that's the difference, right? So women are over there, he's a man if he does this and he acts like this. They say if you do and act, that's what makes you a man. I myself am, no, but how does he feel? And what does he think? Feelings and thoughts are the divine feminine. You can't be a good man without feelings and thoughts. Just acting and doing shit without no fucking thoughts and feelings behind what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. So when you're dealing with these women and they're giving you stress and shit, they're acting and doing shit, correct? Alright, but what are they feeling and thinking? And that's where I'm trying to teach women to have compassion for men and men to have compassion for women. You're basing your understanding on their actions, what they're doing. You say, based on what they're doing, they don't love me. No, that's not, you can't base love on doing. That's not a form, and that goes back to Russ. My love language is Apple Pay. Giving my cash away shows you that I love you. Okay, but there's those of us that don't accept that form of love. We don't feel comfortable in that form of love. Those of us that don't, you know what I mean, touching, sensual. I just want to touch you. I just want to rub my hands on you. I want to hold your feelings. I want to kiss your neck and... Stop touching me! God damn it, if you don't stop touching me. I'm just saying. There are those, and he's a Cancer. He's all lovey-dovey, and if you keep rubbing my legs and grabbing my hand and, oh my God, please stop loving me. And that's what I mean. It's like everybody has a very different love language. Like, seriously, we all accept love differently. And that's what you need to understand. Are you looking for a feminine love or a masculine love? An active love or a passive love? This is extremely deep. I don't think there's any love messages that have ever broke this down. They always tell you that energy is fluid and that you can reverse the roles. No, you have both roles inside of you. Where are you acting from? And my daughter proves that all the time. She's in her masculine today. She won't be all masculine. At least she dressed for it, and I know what the fuck what kind of energy she's coming off in. When she's in her feminine, she's all dressed up in her feminine. She is both. She has masculine energy to get shit done, and she has feminine energy to get, to be beautiful. Gender fluid. There we go. Microball, meaning it describes someone whose gender identity shifts.
It's a girl
Okay,
spike.
well, we want to have the duality and not be shifting.
Girl spike. It means, like, I'm usually a girl most of the time, and then I have a spike in masculinity once a month or so.
Oh, that's nice. She spikes in her I don't know. I'll spike you. Just understanding that. Who were we talking about in Virgo? Well, Virgo, welcome to, reality, and everybody else catch this Virgo message is, regardless to the gender of what you're dealing with, are you dealing with masculine energy that is distorted? Are you dealing with distorted feminine energy? Are you dealing with distorted actions and doings or distorted feelings and thoughts? So, you know what I mean? Going back to Cancer and Leo and that controlling shit. Obviously, you know what I mean? Cancer being all fluid and shit, being a feminine sign is like your actions are coming from a distorted feminine side, from feelings and thoughts. Right? So, lots to learn in that, and that's just it. It's like, it doesn't have to do with, you know what I mean? Is she being a he right now? And why is she or he so hard to deal with? And that's what it is. And why are, ask yourself, is this talking to my divine feminine or my divine masculine? And then what is the difference? Conscious and unconscious? Your masculine is your doing, right? Now this is where it gets really complex, because the doing comes from the mind, right? So it comes from thoughts. But they're triggered by pride, right? So the reception also, the divine feminine also works in the realm of thoughts. They all have to it's all a mastery of the mind. It's a certain part of your mind that you're accessing, where it's not you're doing through your mind, you're receiving through your mind. Do you understand the difference? So, you know, when you're receiving through your mind, you're expressing it in motions. When you're doing through your mind, you're doing it in actions. And that's that's your crown chakra right now. Okay? Okay. So you're still holding on some of that stuff, but it looks like most of you are getting through your emotional storms, Virgo. And let that message be to all. Because realistically, it has nothing to do with them. It has to do with the energy they're working through. I'm always working through, for the longest, I was working through balancing my masculine energy, my actions, and my pride against my true heart's feelings and desires. What I really wanted to do versus what I thought I should do. Got it? Wants and desires, totally different. Alright, here we go. So what comes after Virgo? Who comes after Virgo? I come next. Oh, Libra. Could be a Libra. Yeah, I don't know. I don't wanna keep categorizing you guys as all bad. There's gotta be some good Libras out there, right? What do we got? Oh, you're in the same ass energy? You're brewing up greatness? Well, we just talked about this, so I'm not gonna repeat the card. Let's get some further for Libra. Oh. You're manifesting love. You're moving towards love. Or you're moving against it in all forms and ways. You're blocking it completely, or you're opening, or you're taking action in it. Alright. What do we think? Is Marshall opening up to love and about to take action in it? Or he's not contemplating it or not opening up to it at all? Alright, what about Russ? Ha! Those are my Libras. What do we think? We read the description of both of these cards. Are you on the positive or the negative of this, Libras? Shall I reread it? Read it again. Okay. But I'm not going to fully be a fool about this. Alright. This may be you. If you are having relationships problems, you must look at your own behavior. You may be unreasonably possessive. Is that you, Marshall? Is that you, Russ? Not allowing your loved one to change or grow through fear of losing them. Depending on the surrounding cards, it could be a problem with your... are you guys going... I promise. Most men, they just lost passion. They didn't lose feeling, they lost passion. They didn't lose feeling, they lost passion. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about your NPCC problems. Let's see. Otherwise, you know, you're all accepting to it, and, you know, everything is great in this sense. Let me see. The upright of the Queen of Pentacles is a person in your life who's dedicated to attaining knowledge. He or she might be spiritual, they're reserved, gentle, empathetic, perhaps mystical, but trustworthy, hardworking. He or she never likes crowds or social whirls, but is more comfortable in their own home or out in nature. There's the duality in it. You see Marshall that doesn't want to really be part of the crowds, and you see Russ that wants to be seen and, you know, heard, and all eyes on him in the crowds, and look at me, and buy a ticket to my show, and all that bullshit. I mean, in the essence, I guess, you know, it's kind of contradicting saying that Marshall's not selling tickets to a show. He's not selling his soul to get you to go to a show, though. It's the M&M show, people. That was good, wasn't it? Alright, move on. Or you are the opposite, which you are fucking lazy, and you have plenty of great ideas, never get them going. That's Russ and his fucking hair salon and all this, and his this and that, and blah, 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 blah. They don't even understand why they need to work for a living. It could be a child. They're obsessive, and collecting things, they're hoarders, and shit like that. Is that you, Libras? I mean, I think I painted the picture pretty well. What do you gotta do? You gotta open up. You got work to do. In the sense of love, dude, You've been neglecting your health. You may be feeling run down, perhaps because you're not eating well, you're not getting enough exercise. You're just not caring about yourself. And that's the reverse fucking Empress is, too, is uncaring. In a masculine, it'd be unruling, but this is uncaring. It's just fully uncaring. If you're not in this, you know what I mean, brewing up love and really about to, you know what I mean, accepting and receiving love and being very loving, then you're opposite, which is you're completely shut down for love and you're not uncaring and it's not important to you and you don't want anything to do with it. You're not giving anybody love and you're not receiving any kind of love. You don't want nobody to flirt with you and you're not flirting with nobody. You ain't smiling at nobody and nobody's smiling at you. You're not waving at nobody, nobody's waving at you. And the opposite of a new beginning is nothing new is happening. There's nothing new with this. Libras, you need to balance your heart. You're so logical. You think too much, bro. You don't allow yourself to feel, which makes no sense. Your whole fucking planetary energy is built up of Venus. You shut down the whole planet that rules you, which is your heart. You are literally ruled by your heart, but you let your mind take full control and make all your fucking decisions. You're an air sign, so naturally you're in the mind, but you should be all loving about things. And you're not. You're pessimistic. You're fucking... I'm talking about the two Libras I'm talking about, but then you could put all the rest of them in, you know, who am I talking to here? By design, you're made to love and have balanced relationships and be out there with equality. By design, bro. By design. Libra stands for fairness in relationships. We're talking to a guy that don't want to have a relationship, Marshall over there, all cut off and shit. And then you got obsessive compulsive, you know, disorder fucking Russ over there that thinks that, you know, this is my prized possession. I own this person and this person makes me a better person. All Kanye-like about it and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't love. This is control. This is ideology is what I heard. Whatever that means. Hey, Libras, come on. Start from scratch. I guess for Marshall, that's all you can do. He's over there scratching his head, trying to figure out all the variables in your head. Stop! Take a leap of faith, bro. It's like talking to Allie. Guys, come on, man. Just, you know, send the text. Go on a fucking date. Do something. Jesus Christ. This isn't going to be good. Let's check out Scorpio. Yeah, the Hierophant, huh? Higher levels. Higher levels of commitment. Are you taking it to the next level? I don't know. I haven't had good experiences with fucking Scorpios. I know good Scorpios. My daughter's a Scorpio. My mother was a Scorpio. I know some good Scorpios, but I mean, relationship-wise, nah. From what I understand, these guys are weirdos. Really? Yeah, they're very secretive. They're all fucking cunning and secretive in their exploits of love. They're very conniving about their love exploits. Secretive and quiet and moving with weird intentions and motivations. Really? Yeah. So I got Bobby, and then you got Mike Stud. They're very fluid. They're very, you know, soft-spoken and not very, you know, fiery about it. But they're fucking sneaky. And they're fucking conniving, and they're, you know what I mean? They're like controlling and, you know, creepy about their love. I don't know, bro. Look at Mike Stud. Look him in the eyes and think about spending a night with that guy. What are you up to? Are you gonna get people-pleasing fucking Allie when you get into his house, or is he gonna be a creepo person, bro? I feel he's a creepo. Meaning what? He's just got intentions, bro. He's thinking too hard. He's making me creeped out. That's what you get off these guys? I mean, what do you get off of Scorpios? And they're incredibly sexual. I mean, as a Sagittarius, it's not a big deal, but they're all sexual and shit. So then, you know, Mike gives off this raging gay guy fucking, you know, like, raging gay guy vibe off of him. For real? Raging. Like, he's married. Most gay guys are. Most gay guys are. I don't think that he was built for a woman. It's just my mind. I don't know. My spirit will argue and say God made him for love. I don't want to get into it. Be careful as you are vulnerable and easily influenced at this time. I'm trying to see where this could be with you as far as, accepting and asking for love. Let's see. It says when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I guess in the sense of love is when you're ready to love, then the right person to love will appear. Let's see. The Hierophant or the Elder provides spiritual knowledge and guidance within the structures of framework that helps you on your spiritual goal. It can also be a wise counselor or a friend who gives you invaluable advice. And this too can be divine help sent through human agency. The elder indicates tradition and education, you can learn. But it also can indicate rites of passage such as marriage, baptism, funerals, starting college, or graduation. Meaning you could be taking your love to another level, is what this means. And that could look different for everyone, you know what I mean? That could be like, I'm going to, I don't know, ask him to spend the night or something. Or it could mean many things when you're about to make a decision to go to that next level. I don't know where you are in your first level. I haven't made it to past. They haven't let me out the gate yet, so I don't know exactly how that works. You're moving too fast. I mean, I'm seeking to win. I don't know. Reverse. You be careful because you could be vulnerable and easily influenced at this time. Let's see. Faith. It could indicate a crisis of faith when you realize that some dogmas no longer hold true to you. When you're searching for new answers to the eternal question. And that's it too. You might be at a crisis with this in the sense of your relationships. What it means is, taking traditional steps. You know what I mean? Taking the next steps to higher commitments, higher understandings. Right? So we're talking about love. It's like you're taking that next step. Reversed or in the same step is breaking, breaking the ceilings. Breaking the rules. Or no longer, or breaking tradition. Meaning, I know this is what you wanted from me, but this is no longer what I wanted. That could be situations of leaving, marriages and leaving college and, births and stuff like that. The opposite of this is what I'm saying. So it's a rite of passage no matter what it is. And it might be, you're taking the right steps forward or you're taking the right steps out. Is what this card signifies as far as your love situation. You're making big boy steps. And in essence, all of us do. No matter where we start, we have to learn how to, take all these steps in love. You're going to have to learn all of this before you get into a really steady relationship. It's rocky as you're learning these situations, experiencing all of these lessons with other people. That's the rockiness of relationships, is learning these things. After you learn these things, you have a steady foundation on how relationships, how to work through them with understanding. Because you've had either enough of them or you've learned enough lessons to what to tolerate, not tolerate, and where it's not stepping on eggshells and not knowing where to put, what to say and what to do, where you just walk firmly. Wherever you are in this, Scorpio, if you're ready to take that plunge or you're ready to jump out of a contract, I support you in that energy. It might not, just like that, going into a marriage, you want it to last forever, but if you get in and you're not happy, leave. 16 years old, she was married off. All she would have been is a wife to that man. She chose to break tradition, bro. A very strict tradition and a very strict time. And she ended up being an icon for not just that man, but every man in the world. She didn't settle for the man that was given to her. That goes for you men too. You don't have to settle. You may have settled, but you can, you can break that in a settlement and reestablish yourself. Truthfully, yeah. That's her story. Here's the story. Lovely lady. Alright, who was that for? That was Scorpio. Let's see what's going on in our love life, Sagittarius. Are you guys moving and grooving? Are you moving and grooving? I'm not moving and grooving. It's coming. It's coming. I'm in that freaking receptive. I can feel it. I saw it this morning. I saw a dude coming in. Really? Yeah. What was it like? I don't know. It's very vivid. When I'm first waking up, I can just only see, like, you don't understand, bro. It's like coming out of a coma. You can only see it quite, like, vividly. What do we see? We put you so, bitch. We put you so. Bountiful. 6 of Pentacles. Bountiful. 8, 7, 6. In our relationships, you might be the wealthier. It suggests that you have an unexpected windfall as someone steps in to help when you are in financial difficulty or need a sponsor. Sure. However, the gift will not come without strings attached. Oh yeah, that too. Let's see. On the other hand, you might be a wealthy giver helping others. This could be money, or it could be with your time, expertise, or knowledge. Don't ask anything in return, but do it unselfishly without conditions. That means unconditional. So, like, Morgan had to pay her phone bill, but she didn't have no cash, and she had to do it. She was only like $5 short. I was like, I got you, bro. I got you. Let me just put some money on my Cash App, because I don't have no money on any of my cards either. And I just took care of it for her. No questions asked. And that was the same thing, too. God said, Diana needs some money, bro. Give her some money. Well, no questions asked, bro. Why? Because that's what people did for me. God told them to give me money, and they gave me money. They didn't ask questions. They just did it. You know, God's telling me, my spirit says, I want to help you. That's it. No questions asked, bro. Receive. God's telling me to give, and I want you to receive this, you know, in His name. He told me. I'm obedient. No, I don't want to give you my money. I'm selfish. God said, be giving, and I'll give you more. Fine, God, whatever you say. And that's just it. Be giving with your time and love and energy, Sagittarius. It's not going to hurt you to be loving. It never hurt us. We have plenty of love to give, dude. We might not have all the money in the world, and that's it too. I'm funny about my cigarettes. People give me $1 for a cigarette. I got like a whole pack of cigarette money already put together. Really? And I had a great talk with this Venezuelan man. He was great. He talked with me. Well, he realized that, he's like, what are you burning? And I had to have he's like, oh, I'm going to bring my wife because somebody cursed us and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, whatever you say. He had a great talk with me about, respectful conversation. What were we talking about? I'm not sure. And the first time I met him, we were talking about the lingo. And I told him that I had learned Spanish in Mexico. And that he spoke a different Spanish, and we were talking about it. And we're like, yeah, it lacks respect. They've taken our language and made it filthy. And he said something, and I was like, you mean like way? He's like, yes. There's a thing that Mexicans say to each other all the time. Hey, way. Hey, way. Hey, way. What is way? It's a fucking ox. It's like a fucking animal. It's like a bull. It's like no respect. It's calling like them a pig. Hey, way. And they'll always tell him, no me digas way. Don't call me a way. I'm not your fucking way. I'm not your yo. I'm not your bro. I'm not your way. So he was explaining that. He's like, that's disgusting. And I got into a fight with a man because he kept calling me way. Hey, bro, I'm not your way. It was pretty cool. So I had this cool conversation with him. And then, so he asked me for a cigarette like a few days ago, and I gave him one for $1. And he came back yesterday. He asked me for a cigarette. I gave him one for $1. And he came back today. He's very new, and he was asking me questions. So how does it work here? We only just got here. I've got older kids, you know. I was like, I mean, just don't break the rules. As long as you stay busy and you're trying to work and you're trying to get a house, they'll help you. I was like, biggest rule, don't leave your kids alone. He's like, my kids are 16, 14, and something. Big enough to be by themselves, you know, don't do nothing stupid, you'll be okay. There's been people here that have been for a long time. I was like, I was afraid of it too. Because you see people moving out all the time. And you're like, oh, I don't want to get kicked out. And, you know, it's just, you gotta earn your place. You gotta earn your place to stay here. That's how that looks. And so, it was cool. And with that, you know what I mean? Like, don't be an over-giving tree, Sagittarius. Have your limits. Know your limits. And that's what I said. He came back tonight. He came back right before he was about to leave. And I was like, I can't do it this time. I only have 2 cigarettes and I don't want to go right now. I said, come back in an hour and I'll give you one. He said, oh, I'll be gone. I was like, well, okay. And that's it. I can give until I can't give. I have 2 cigarettes. I'm going to have one right now and one after my reading. After that, I'll have another pack and we can do this all over again, but not right now. There has to be limits to what you can give. You can't give from an empty cup. But if you know you're going to get more, then just give. I could have gave it to him and just walked up to go get more. It's just how I felt. And that's it. Be giving. Now, the other part is your reverse demonstration of negative effects of an unequal relationship. You might be overgiving. You might be working for an unappreciative boss. You know what I mean? In a relationship, one partner might be domineering and controlling. And that's it. If you're overgiving, they're overtaking. And they don't want you to give to anyone else. They don't want you to be like this. Sagittariuses are usually optimistic and, free-spirited like that. I don't know us to be very tight asses. Not like that. We're stick to ourselves, but when we're part of it, we're part of it, and we're going to give our time and our opinion and, our lives and what we have to give to the energy. So with that, there's a lot of takers, and that's it. Your relationships, they want all that attention. They want all your love. They want all your affection. They don't want you to give your attention to anyone else. They don't want you to go helping out, pay somebody else's bills. They don't want you to have that kind of freedom, ability, or power. They feel powerless to your giving ways because they're limited to their belief in giving. It's not that they can't, it's that they won't. And they don't like that you do what they won't. There's a lot of people that resent a giving spirit. They really do. And that's really it is I'm not really balling, but obviously I'm in a better place mentally than you fucking millionaires that can't give a little love from your heart. It's not like you can't. It's your fear. It's your pride. It's that you don't have to. That you worked hard for this and nobody's entitled to your money and you don't have to help solve problems and you don't feel inclined to get involved and that's not your business and, let the government take care of the shit. Alright, that's how they felt about your mother when you were on fucking welfare, bitches. That's how they feel about your baby mama when you leave them and they're on welfare, bitches. I'm just saying, you're not helping the problem, not never, ever. And encouraging the problem to continue without, coming up with a way to break the problem is just being part of the problem. Just saying that, Sagittarius, are you a tight-ass Sagittarius that don't want to give nobody none of your time, energy, and love, resources? I was that. Can't deny I wasn't. Then again, if you've been sponging off of friends and relatives without making any real efforts of your own, they're going to get fed up and stop supporting you. It could be you. I guess the opposite of a giver is a taker. Yeah, my first ex-husband was a Sagittarius. Was he a taker? I guess. He's emotionally draining. He wasn't really... My second husband, the Gemini, was all about physically taking. He was a physical taker. He wanted everything of the physical world. Balance that. Just balance that. Balance that, Sagittarius. Let's move on. Aquarius. This is a long-ass video. It's going to be an hour-and-a-half video. All my videos are hours. You can spend hours and hours talking. Yeah, well, if God gives me the breath to speak, so shall I. I don't really have shit to talk about, just what God says. Aquarius, where are you at? Ooh. You're balancing some shit. Or you're completely unbalanced. That's what that means. Really? Yep. High levels of learning in your relationships. Trying to balance some shit. Temperance indicates that you've been through a difficult time, but this is a card of forgiveness, blessings, and healing if you will allow it. Allow it to be over. Accept the forgiveness, the blessings, and the healing from your experience. Now is not the time for outward action. Instead, you should be still, listen, reflect, and absorb the lessons you've been given. That was some of our first signs, dude, is you need to chill. Who was it, Aries? Somebody else? I don't know. You guys need to chill. You're in a chill zone. You need to look back and reflect. Inner reflection is looking back on what did you learn. If you didn't learn it, then you're about to redo it. Don't do that. Look back at what this situation really had to offer. Not what you lost, loser. It's a loser mentality. Oh, I lost my house, I lost this, and I gave them everything, and they didn't give me anything. That's so pessimistic. There was more to that relationship than your fucking but hurt feelings right now. They're feeling in a place of loss, too. What did you win? What did you learn? What fun did you have? What things did you learn from this person that you want to take with you? What memories? Not that. Not the ending. And don't get stuck in the beginning, but what did you learn from this? I ain't never going to be in love again. You didn't learn then. You didn't learn. Marshall Mathers type people. Temperance represents a connection with your higher self and your spiritual purpose, right? This is an opportunity for spiritual growth, harmony, and a sense of inner peace in your life. If you can look back with accomplishment. All right, it didn't work out how I wanted, but I really learned a lot from being in a relationship with this person, bro. They taught me so much about myself and about the world and about what I do and don't want. That's what a good relationship is built up about. I grew with you. I learned from you. You know, going back to my first marriage, I grew with him. I grew up with him. I learned from him. I learned what I didn't want. I learned different ways of life. I learned all different things, what it took to be someone's, to be in a real relationship for a person like that. Not all people are like that. Each time you get in a real, relationship, they're not all the same. You can't treat them all the same, but I started to learn all that, and that's what it is. It wasn't all bad. There was a lot of great things I learned. Taught me, took me to different countries and taught me all kinds of different things, introduced me to new foods, new languages, a new way of life. It wasn't all bad. It ended bad, but it didn't start out bad. And that's okay. Don't hold on to how it ended. Accept the whole experience in totality. Okay? Don't stay stuck on, a sour ending. Ugh, he sure doesn't. Jesus Christ. I'm still in love with your mother. Get away from me. You must begin this process by abjuring extremes and by pursuing right action in all circumstances, which may involve not acting at all. Just sitting there with the experience and letting it really sink into your heart. Alright, reverse suggests that you often act inappropriately without considering consequences, going from one extreme to another, meaning I love you, I hate you. You may benefit from visiting a healer or a counselor that will help you understand what changes you need to in order to find a greater purpose or lasting happiness. Let's see. Allowing the life force to flow freely instead of directing it towards self-destruction. Meaning you're trying really hard to love, but you're just keep destroying it. And that's why they're saying a counselor or a healer or just a friend. Accept someone tell you the truth of what you're doing wrong. Accept that you're doing something wrong here, that you're going from extremes and it just isn't working. Who are we talking about? Aquarius? I could have simply said that about Sagittarius. No, we're talking about Capricorn. No, where are we? Fuck. I think we're with Aquarius, is what I said. And I think we skipped Capricorn. Did we? I feel like we did. I feel like we did completely. So we're still talking to Aquarius or whoever resonates in this energy. You know what I mean? You're self-sabotaging and you're not aware of your patterns. And that's what it means about healing or a counselor or someone who will help you understand what changes you need to make. Look, you consciously don't understand what you're doing. You're pushing them away. Allow them to tell you your actions without reacting and just accept that they're probably right. People don't call you a crackhead unless they see you smoking crack, bro. Or you're being a crackhead. Look, I don't smoke crack. Well, you're being a crackhead. You're acting like a crackhead. Come on now. Balance. Alright, we definitely skipped Capricorn. I didn't hear that word come out of my mouth once. Really? Yeah, did you hear it? I didn't. It's a good thing we have a list. Because they would have been left out. What about my love life? You have no existent love life. Just kidding. What about your love life? Oh, God. That's 3 of you? Which 3 of you was it? Gemini? No, it was Cancer, Leo, and fucking Capricorn.
CJ's Cancer.
Being controlling, possessive. We should have skipped you. What else did I need? Clarifying card. Oh, how is this possible? Are you really going through it? Like, you're really, like, in the same energy as... How is that possible, bro? You hear me shuffling him. You're in the same exact... And that's what I tried to show you. There's groups of you motherfuckers in this shit. You're all in this shit, bro. Capricorns. This happened in my last video. I promise you, 3 signs were in the same. It was Sagittarius, Gemini, and something else. This time it's Gemini... No, Cancer. Was it Cancer? Cancer? It's on the top of the list. Leo and motherfucking Capricorn. Like attracts like, bro. I hope you guys aren't in relationships with each other. Could be. Are you dating a Capricorn, Leo, or Cancer? Oh, fuck. if you are, then you know what type of energy they're in. What does that mean? A quarter of us are in some shit-ass relationships? That's 3 signs, bro. Cancer's a water sign. Capricorn's an earth sign. Leo's a fire sign. 1 out of 3 out of all of us are suffering right now, trying to break free from bad patterning. Let's send some love to them. Have you guys been in that relationship that you can't just break out of? You're doing everything to keep it together, and by doing it, you're being manipulative, controlling, possessive, fucking codependent, needy, sneaky. It's that how far, you know, here comes Pac, what you would do for love. This isn't love. It's behavioral patterns. There's nothing wrong with you. We've all acted a little psycho in a relationship. You need to get out. We've all had to break out of those kind of relationships. Hey, may the force be with you 3. Jesus Christ. All right, last one, Pisces. Let's keep those cards out. Let's not put the let's not do that anymore. I saw the devil card when I looked down, Pisces. Are you in the devil energy? Oh, whatever it is, it came out. Oh, finally, it's happened. You guys are in a loving state, or you're in a non-loving state. Come on, Pisces. This is the best part. This is where you're opening up your heart. I mean, realistically, no. You want to be all the way at the end where you're an empress and you're just giving all of that love out of your cup. But right now, at least your cup is up. Put your cup up. Put your lighters up. Oh, jeez. What was that? Little Kim? That's old, bro. God, I'm old. No, not your thoughts. Your cups. Cups up. Feelings. Swords. Nope. Feelings. This card is about pure love. It brings an opportunity for deep emotional and spiritual fulfillment. You are surrounded by love. Love is an emotion that flows, and it can be blocked by negative feelings. You must open yourself up to the power of love by forgiving and letting go of past hurts. It's the only way. How did you get like this? Unconditional love. I had to forgive and let go. How do you forgive? You have understanding. Forgiveness comes with understanding. The more you look at it, the more you can understand why. It's not what they did, it's why they did it. It's not what people did to you, it's why they did it. Why did Bobby fucking disappear on me? He was scared. Can you forgive him for being scared? Yep. Why does Russ act like that every time I try to love him? He's scared. He doesn't know how to respond. Okay, I can forgive him. Why won't fucking Marshall just fucking come and hang out with me? He's scared. It has nothing to do with you. Why won't Allie let me take him on a date? He's scared. It has nothing to do with you. Why did they say that to me? Because they were scared. Why did they do that? Because they were scared. You just have to forgive people, bro. Ask why they did it. Ask God and listen to His true answer. And even though you don't want to accept it, you have to accept the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Quit telling yourself lies about bad people. They weren't bad people. They just acted stupid. And it made you feel bad. Their actions made you feel bad. Their words made you feel bad. Forgive them for their actions and their words. Sticks and stones, people. I know it sounds like some Dr. Phil shit, but as much forgiveness as I've had to pour out to the universe, it really is. It's like, how can I forgive them for this? Understand why they did it, and you can let it go. You sit there all the time. How could this happen to me? You see yourself in the victim mode. You're playing victim to somebody's actions or words. Take the narrative, change the story, get in another place of mind about not how could they, but why did they do this? What made them do this? And when you find out the why, you can forgive the what. And you don't need them to explain why, you just need to come to terms with it in yourself. I don't need you to tell me that you were scared. I figured that out on my own. I forgive you for being scared, but your fearful ways are going to continue to hurt me. Simplistically. Let's see here. A new loving relationship may develop, or an existing partnership might be on the move to a new level of sharing and understanding. There may be celebrations for marriage, engagement, pregnancy, or birth. Congratulations, Pisces. You could find work that fulfills you on many levels. The reverse indicates emotional disappointment or sadness. This could be a relationship breakup, infertility, miscarriage, or depression. Things just didn't work out, guys. This has made you close your soul to the flow of life. Don't do that. You're going to end up like Eminem. Leaving you feeling empty and unloved. You may even feel as though your faith has let you down and your spiritual connection is lost. Why, God? Why didn't it work? I did everything right, God. Why didn't they love me, God? It's not they didn't love you. They didn't know how to give you the love that you deserved, so you were unhappy and so were they. They couldn't meet the requirements for what it takes to love a person like you. And vice versa. Going back to Russ, I can't be that, bro. I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. I can't cater to your ego for you to feel safe and loved. You're always going to feel insecure and unloved around me if that's what you need to survive through a day. I can't do that. I can't love you in that way. I can't constantly console you and tell you you're great and everything's okay and how much I love you and keep building you up while you're breaking yourself down in your own mind. I can't do that for you, dude. It don't mean I don't love you with all my heart. I just can't love you like she can. And I'm okay with that. I have my limitations, bro. And that's where you accept it, bro. Some of these bitches can love these, some of these dudes can deal with these crazy bitches, and some of these bitches can deal with these crazy dudes, and we're just not built for that shit. That's okay. I tried. I signed up for some shit I wasn't ready for. You're a whole different type of love that I don't know how to give. Remember that the Grail is always present, always available, and you can choose whether to accept it or reject it. Meaning you can go back out there and try again. Or you can end up like Marshall, 53 years old, and, never loved. I don't know. Again, that's my don't be that guy. When we're talking about love, he is the pinnacle of don't be that guy. He's a loving guy. He's really kind and sweet and beautiful and sexy and established, and you could love, any woman could, be an honorable woman to him, but he doesn't want to accept that. Because of what? His own fears and insecurities. It has nothing to do with us women on the other side that want to love him. Keep that in mind to any woman or man you're trying to love. Lewis Hamilton, same thing. Who the fuck doesn't want to love the shit out of Lewis? He's just not accepting love offers. If you give him a compliment, he'll probably, it probably makes him uncomfortable. All he hears all the time is how sexy and wonderful he is. While he's in his head telling him how terrible and awful he is. So it's a little bit of a battle over there trying to love these kind of people. It's not that they're unlovable and they're not undeserving. It's just they won't allow it. They're not in a place of giving or receiving it. It's sad as fuck, right? Allie, why the fuck is he single? He's a beautiful, wonderful, sweet, cuddly man. He's out there begging for love from one person instead of accepting love from everybody. And that's Russ. Russ is trying to get the world to fill the hole that his mother gave him. And no matter what, she still won't love him the way that he needs. And he's trying to get it from his girlfriend, his fans, the industries, anywhere. He has to give himself that type of love. I can't do that. God can fulfill that cup. Right now, hell no, bro. You're gonna drain me. I mean, don't be the Libras. Did we cover you all? Yeah. Well, you're covered in the love department, and that's it. 3 of you need to walk away and accept that. We've all been there before. If you haven't been there, go find somebody that has. You're not somewhere that none of us have been before. We're all in shitty-ass versions. I mean, where am I? I don't think any of you have been here before. A fucking 40-year-old virgin with no memories of having sex and fearful of it like it's your first time ever. I don't think any of you have been here. Can you put yourself back to your teenage version? With an adult perversion? Don't think so. Hey, love you. Laters. Bye.